Good evening, folks, and welcome to another electrifying edition of NFL Spotlight, where we dive deep into the gridiron drama that's got fans buzzing from coast to coast. I'm your host, bringing you the latest from the league with that unbeatable mix of passion and precision. Now, picture this. In a season full of twists, turns, and touchdown triumphs, what if I told you a young gunslinger is rewriting the rules for one of the NFL's most storied franchises? That's right, we're talking about Drake Maye and the New England Patriots, who've turned heads with their dominant run. But hold on, because tonight, we're not just stopping there. We're zooming in on how this Patriot surge stacks up against the Philadelphia Eagles' own fierce campaign, two teams with championship DNA that could collide in the playoffs. Let's kick this off. First up, the headline that's lighting up sports desks everywhere. ESPN is singing the praises of Patriots quarterback Drake Maye, calling his touch and timing the absolute best in the league. Yeah, you heard that right. This rookie's meteoric rise has become the feel-good story of the NFL season, or should I say, the fear factor for opposing defenses. According to a fresh analysis from ESPN's Matt Bowen, Maye's got that golden arm, delivering pinpoint passes that slice through zones like a hot knife through butter. We're talking precision in tight windows, long bombs that beat man coverage, and a league-leading 68% completion rate on those crucial 10 to 20-yard throws. It's not just stats, it's artistry on the field, folks. Now, let's break this down. Maye, the third overall pick in the 2024 draft out of North Carolina, has combined raw productivity with ice-cold composure, leading the Pats to an impressive 11-2 record so far. That's right, New England sits atop the AFC East, fending off rivals like the Buffalo Bills and Miami Dolphins with a defense that's as stingy as ever and an offense that's clicking on all cylinders. His league-high completion percentage and passing yards? That's Maye reading defenses like an open book, stepping up in the pocket without flinching, and avoiding sacks while keeping his eyes downfield. ESPN highlights how he processes plays at warp speed, creating opportunities even when the pocket's collapsing around him. The payoff: 19 touchdown passes from the pocket with barely any turnovers, minimal errors, maximum impact. And get this, despite a rash of injuries plaguing the roster, from key linemen to wide outs, Maye's leadership has kept the ship steady. Veterans in the locker room are raving about his poise under pressure, saying it's reminiscent of the greats who've donned that Patriot blue. But let's pivot to the other side of the conference for a moment, because no NFL story is complete without touching on the Philadelphia Eagles, those NFC East warriors who've got their own quarterback magic brewing. Jalen Hurts, the dual-threat dynamo, has been steering the Birds through a gritty season, battling it out with the Dallas Cowboys, New York Giants, and Washington Commanders in one of the toughest divisions around. While the Pats are riding high at 11-2, the Eagles aren't far behind. Let's say they're hovering around 10-3 in this hypothetical mid-December snapshot, with Hurts' mobility and arm strength echoing Maye's precision but adding that extra layer of ground game threat. Remember, folks, these two teams share some epic history. Super Bowl 39 in 2005, where the Pats edged out the Eagles 24-21 in a nail-biter, and then the revenge in Super Bowl 52 in 2018, when Philly pulled off the underdog miracle with Nick Foles' heroics and the legendary Philly special trick play. That was the game that snapped New England's dynasty streak, proving the Eagles' resilience with stars like Brandon Graham sacking Tom Brady for the strip fumble that sealed the deal. Diving deeper into the analysis, what makes Maye stand out is his ability to thrive against varied coverages. Against zone, he feathers the ball into soft spots with surgical accuracy. Man-to-man, those deep shots keep safeties honest. It's a far cry from the Patriots' post-Brady rebuild struggles, where the offense sputtered. Now, with Maye at the helm, supported by running back Ramondre Stevenson bulldozing through lines and edge rusher Matthew Judon terrorizing QBs on D, New England's looking like contenders again. Compare that to the Eagles setup. Hurts has weapons like A.J. Brown stretching the field and Devonta Smith snagging those contested catches, while their defensive line, anchored by the likes of Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter, mirrors the Pats' front in sheer physicality. Both teams boast passionate fan bases. Think the rowdy Philly crowds at Lincoln Financial Field chanting, "Fly, Eagles, fly," versus the die-hard New England supporters packing Gillette Stadium, waving those "Do Your Job" banners. It's that energy that fuels these squads through adversity. Let's sprinkle in some historical flavor here. The Patriots' dynasty era under Bill Belichick and Tom Brady? 6 Super Bowl rings, countless comebacks, like that insane 28-3 rally in Super Bowl 51 against the Falcons. Brady's precision passing? Maye's channeling that spirit, but with a modern twist, quicker releases, better mobility. On the Eagles side, their legacy includes icons like Reggie White, the Minister of Defense, who dominated in the 80s and 90s, or Brian Dawkins, Weapon X, whose hard-hitting safety play embodied Philly's tough-as-nails ethos. Fast forward to today, the Eagles' 2017 championship run as underdogs inspired a whole city, even spawning movies and memes in pop culture. And don't forget the rivalries. Eagles versus Cowboys is pure hatred, like Pats versus Jets, with games that feel like street fights. To bring this to life, imagine if we caught up with some key voices. Let's say I sat down with Patriots head coach Jared Mayo, fictional chat, but based on the buzz, Drake's got that rare mix of talent and humility, Mayo might say. He's inspiring the vets, turning rookies into believers. Despite the injuries, he's the glue holding us together. Over in Philly, Eagles coach Nick Sirianni could counter, "We respect what Maye's doing up north, but Hurts is our engine. His leadership, unmatched. We're building our own legacy here." And a fan quote, "Picture a die-hard Pat supporter from Boston, Maye's bringing back the glory days. Finally, something to cheer about after the rebuild." Or an Eagles faithful from South Philly, "Hurts is our guy, but if we meet the Pats in the Super Bowl again? Revenge Part 3, let's go." But watch out for the Eagles. If they shore up their pass rush and Hurts stays healthy, they could soar to another title. Implications: a Pats-Eagles rematch would be box office gold, blending old rivalries with new stars. Expert opinions: analysts like me see Maye as the next big thing, but Hurts' experience gives Philly the edge in crunch time. Wrapping this up, folks, what a thrilling time to be an NFL fan. Whether you're bleeding green for the Eagles or rooting for the Pats revival, the drama's just heating up. Tune in next week for more breakdowns, and don't miss Sunday's games. Grab your jerseys, rally your crew, and let's see who punches their ticket to glory. This is NFL Spotlight, signing off. Fly high, and do your job out there.